Welcome to the Dave Show. My name is Dave, and today I'm here to talk about this smart mirror dash cam. It is a dash cam for your camera that incorporates the monitor inside a rear view mirror. Super cool. Now, the company did send me this product for a review, but they wanted me to show you what it is and how it works. So this video might be a little bit long because I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces here in the studio, show you how the whole screen works and everything right here, but then I'm going to install it into the car, and I'm going to walk you through that a little bit, and we're going to put some daytime tests to video as well as nighttime, so you get a chance to see how this thing really looks. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what comes in the package. Okay, here's everything you're going to get in the package. You do get an instruction manual. Very good idea to read this. And we're going to get some mounting options. And now there's several different options you can do. They make this kit where you can actually take the mirror off of your car and put on this bracket, or you can put on this little bracket, depends on how your mirror is attached. But if you don't either know how to take your mirror off, or if you don't want to take your mirror off, you can use this with these little bands, these elastic bands. Now, this is the way I'm probably going to do it because I looked at my mirror and I'm not sure how to take it off, and I don't know if I want to mess with the factory installation. But what you could do is you can take the mirror, this is your mirror and your monitor, and you can see it's got little hooks and stuff. You can just attach this to your existing mirror and put these little bands and strap it on. Very nice and very cool. We're going to look at this here a little bit closer in just a minute. You're going to get a little tool here, and you're going to get this here is your cable that will take to go from the rear view camera all the way up to the mirror. So there's a long cable here. A little cleaning cloth, which is nice, and you're going to get your power supply. So now this is a power for your monitor and everything. So everything plugs into the monitor, which is your mirror, and then goes out from there. So then your camera, one camera goes here, the other camera is attached here, but this is your power supply, and it just uses a cigarette lighter adapter power. So you do need to make sure that you have an accessory hole available for this particular product, and you got enough cable here. This is quite long as well, and then you're going to have your two cameras. One is a rear view camera, which they say is an updated camera to 2K, so you're going to get a really good quality video out the back of the back camera. Now, your front camera here is a 1080, which is still good, and most cameras are that, but this is only a 1080p for the front camera, and you get some mounting stuff there. So that is kind of what you get. Now let's dive into the screen and monitor, and we'll show you more about that. Okay, now here is the mirror, which is also a display. So it does say here, read information, format the TF card. So now you can actually put an SD card in this, or they call it TF card, and you can record directly to that, which is really cool. Now looking at this side, you have your power. That's where your little power goes into. This is your TF or SD card. This F would be for your front camera, and R for rear camera. So they just plug right into there. And then it's pretty simple. There's your little clips. Depending on how you mount it, will depend on if you use those there or not. There's a little reset hole there, by the way. And then on the bottom, there is kind of like your little menu buttons and so forth. So there's mics, because you can record audio on board as well. And then this little button here is like a menu button. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and show you what it looks like here in the studio before we get to installing it. Okay, I have plugged in the power. I took that little sticker off. Now on the power supply, you do have this extra little bit with a little cable on here. Now this is for an available GPS little system here that you can just plug right in. So you don't need that for this to work, but you can get that. They are sending me one, so I'll show that at a later time, but that's what that there is for. And then the power just plugs into here. Now I'm gonna set this up with you here. I just got it. We're gonna go through it. Now this is a touch screen, so we just have to hit English. Okay, time zone. Now I am on the Pacific, so I am a -8 UTC -8. Frequency. This is the frequency that is set up. So let's leave it at 60, I think is okay here. Speed, let's go miles per hour because it tracks all that. SD card is not detected. So I do have an SD card right here. Let's go ahead and put that in. Okay, so now it's going to ask to format for the first time. So let's say yes. Okay, so if I tap this, there's a little cogwheel over on the side for settings. So let's go ahead and go through that and check this out. So now you have your storage up here, and I hope you can see this on the camera. There's a loop time, so it'll loop after so many minutes, 1 through 3 it looks like. Audio recording is on. GPS display is on. G sensor is middle. Now what this means is if your car is bumped, it'll automatically start recording it. Now you do need to hardwire this in, I believe, to get that. Languages, date and time. Let's go here. Date and time is 24 hours. I don't want that. Okay, so now here it says GPS automatically sets the time. There's no GPS in here, so that's why my time is wrong. So if you turn that off, you can come up here to set the time. So we're going to, and the time zone. And if you want to do daylight savings time. So that's the date and time. Your screen off area, your screen brightness, volume, boost preview, vertical flip, rear camera mirror, reverse auxiliary lines. You can set that up as well. Factory settings and about. So you get lots of cool stuff going on here. And then here you have your play, your stop, your rewind. You can take a photo or you can lock it up. Now this little light over here, if you can see that it's flashing, this means it's recording. So it's currently recording, but I don't have a camera set up yet. And that's your chip, your SD card, your microphones, and your speakers, and everything is all right here. Now if you don't want this on here, you can, you tap it and you can change that. We're just going to go ahead and tap it again or hit the bottom button and it takes it all off. Now let's go ahead and plug a camera in. Okay, I have these cameras plugged in now. You want to make sure you take off this little sticker across the top or else it's going to look really funny because these are little blue stickers, so it's not going to come through very good at all. So let's go ahead and remove those. And let's see. This one is the rear view. So the rear view has got the default settings here on the screen because you can see, because this is a rear view mirror. You want to see what you're going to see the rear view mirror, so you can see me upside down. Now I'm going to probably mount this camera upside down just like this, so you can see. But that looks. Remember, this is 2K here. This one is 1K. Now you can switch it by just tapping it. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I swiped it. So you just swipe it like this, and then you can see this is my other camera. This is the front-facing camera. Swipe it again, and now you've got both. So now you've got both of them. This one here I'm looking at is the rear view. This one here I'm looking at is the front camera. So you can see a little bit of a difference, but it's nice. It's actually, these look really, really good and clear. So you can have both of them up there if you want, or just go back to the rear view camera. So very simple, very nice, easy to do. Now it's recording both of these things. Okay, now my next step is to go install this into the car so we can get some testing for daytime driving and nighttime driving and show you what it looks like. So let's go to that and get this thing installed. Okay, I installed this back here. As you can see, this is the actual camera for this unit here. I have another camera down this direction here for a different system that I had before. So I just mounted this here on the glass itself. So I wanted to show you that you can mount it on the glass. You can mount it here on on the little platform kind of thing. But you can also mount it outside. Now you can mount it all outside up underneath here too. Now I have a rear view reverse camera, but you can mount it up this direction, but you just have to run all the wires through this, through the lid and all that stuff. I'm not taking apart any of that kind of stuff, but what I normally do is I'll take this and I'll route it just up underneath here and then through. So as you can see, this is where my old one was. Now I tried plugging in the new one to the old one and the wires are different or something, so it wasn't working. So right now I just have this running through the middle of my car, you can see. But I do want to talk to you about this red light, or the red line actually. This is for your rear view mirror line. So when you do put it into reverse, you can actually have little lines and stuff show up. Now you do have to wire this in directly to your rear view lights. So when you put it into reverse, your back lights go on, and so you have to wire them into here. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a car electronic person.
electrician, so I don't mess with any of that kind of wiring. But if you are someone that can do that or can find somebody, you can wire this up for a rear view. But right now I just have this running through through the car, but if you route it through here, you can just route it up underneath, and that's what I did here, and through the headliner all the way over across to the other side. And let's take a look and see where it's plugged in at. Okay, so this is where, you know, it's running through the headliner, and I just tucked the wires in, and I can tuck the wires in, and I can tuck it all the way up into here. Now this is the other one that I have, but I can just run it out to here, which would be pretty simple and easy to do. Now the front camera I have mounted here, just on the inside of the glass, very simple and easy. And for mounting, I just used the mounting straps. I'm gonna see if I can get the back side of it here for you. Just use the mounting straps onto the original mirror, because the way my mirror is designed in this car, I can't take it off. I tried popping this thing off and getting to it, and it's not compatible with the parts that they gave me. So not a big deal, because I could just strap it onto the original, leave the original in there, which is nice if you need to sell the car or anything like that. And then the power cable is coming off of here, and I just have it plugged into the cigarette lighter adapter now. Now I do have, like my other one, it was wired this direction, and I have it wired through the headliner all the way down up underneath the glove box, all the way to plug in as well. But so I'll need to rewire these wires a little bit, but I just wanted to show you how they do plug in and so forth. I have it just kind of temporary here for demonstration purposes. So once you give it power, this will come on. It gives you that little indicator, and there it is. There's the backup, which is really cool. What's nice is you can touch this, and you can move this down or up, because it's such a big video, a 2K video. You can adjust this, so it's just mounted. Now it's not moving, it's just the video is so big and the screen sees only so much of it. You can adjust this to where you like. I'm going to switch it this way to the front. You can see all the garbage I have stacked up in my garage. Swipe it again, and you have dual, just like that, and it's recording automatically as soon as you put it on. So super, super cool. Next step is to go do some driving here during the day. I have some errands to run, so I will do that. And then I will give it a nighttime test as well. So stay tuned for some live footage coming up next.